Hey everyone, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nikki.
And we are Cooking with the Cotas.
I'm a registered dietitian with professional culinary training.
And I'm a finance guy who doesn't know a lot about cooking in the kitchen. And together, we're going to teach you and me how to cook in the kitchen. Today, we're going to be making lentil soup. Soup is a super easy thing to make because you just throw a bunch of ingredients together, it takes minimal prep, and then you cook it for about an hour or so. With that, let's get started with our mise en place.
All right, so with this lentil soup, the first ingredient and the most important ingredient is our lentils. So you can use either a brown or green lentil here. If you use a red, yellow, or orange, it'll break down fairly quickly, and that's not the texture we're going for this dish, so make sure you choose green or brown. And we rinse these really well because that gets rid of any dirt or debris or even little rocks that may be in the packaging. So always be sure to rinse it in a very fine mesh strainer.
We have 2 regular sized onions that have already been diced. And if you want to see how to dice an onion, check out our how to dice or chop an onion video.
Yeah, and then we have carrots. We're gonna use 2 carrots here. I'm gonna show you how to chop those. We have our chicken broth. You can use your own if you like to make chicken broth at home, but we're just taking the easy route out here, but we chose a low sodium option so we can control how much sodium we're adding to our soup. We have some soy sauce, speaking of sodium. And we also have some different spices. We have some rosemary, we have oregano, bay leaves, and thyme.
And we'll also be adding some salt to this. All right, let's get chopping.
So these have been rinsed already, and we're just gonna peel them. Fun tip, you can save like peels from your vegetables and freeze like all your scraps or peels and use it to make a veggie or chicken stock in the future. You can just throw all your veggie pieces into a pot with some water, a little bit of seasonings, and let it simmer for a while. So we're gonna cut off the tops. And what I'm gonna show you today is something that I was taught in culinary school to make nice, even dices. So the first thing you do is get this carrot into more manageable pieces. So I'm gonna slice it into 3. And so you notice it's round. What you're gonna do is even it out on all 4 sides to make it kind of like a square shape or rectangle shape. So now it's flat on all 4 sides. And depending on the size that you want, depends on how many slices you do, but I'm just gonna do 1 down the middle because we want to be able to get bites of carrot. So down the middle, then I'm gonna flip it on its side and do a slice down the middle there. So this is called a bassinet, and then you can make them into your squares. So it's a lot more uniform than just doing it when it's in a round shape. So this is like a small dice here. But if you don't feel like doing that, you can just cut your carrot in half. And just have pieces like that. Totally up to you. And you do get more waste when you're doing it the fancy way, but in culinary school, you gotta learn proper technique. There you go, all good.
All right, so with our lentils off the oven, we are good to serve it.
So we're gonna do 2 big ladles worth, but as much as you'd like of this. This is a really hearty soup. We're using a small bowl here, but you can always add more if you'd like.
Or just use a bigger bowl. As recommended by my mother, where this recipe comes from, you can add a little bit of oil and vinegar if you like that. I prefer to add a little bit of cheese and crackers to this.
But whatever way you like it, I'm sure it'll be delicious. So let's give it a try.
It warms the soul. It truly is very delicious, and there's a nice flavor in this, and you get the heartiness of the lentils with all the other ingredients.
Yeah.
Thanks again for tuning in to Cooking with the Cotas. Hope you try this, and let us know what else you want to see. Thanks again.
We hope you enjoyed cooking with us today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. And please share this video with others that you think may like it as well.